Hey everybody, happy New Year's Eve and welcome to Open Interest Tuesdays. It's Hackerman Ace, or Ace is fine too. I hope everybody's doing good. Sorry, I was running around left and right. I'm getting ready to go out after this, so I figured, how about I hang out with you guys, go over a couple things, see what we are seeing, and just talk a little bit of a lot of things. Gonna talk about risk management, gonna talk about some options. I gave the list out earlier on the tweet, so definitely check it out. I'm gonna give it a few minutes for everybody to hop in. For the time being, let me see. So, while I wait for everybody, I am checking out these Zillow things, man. Like, I want to grab some Zillow. Some more of it, but I want to grab. I'd like to grab on a pullback, but it seems to be a harder situation to get that done than I thought. Unlike my R&R for like calls, really, it's like a little bit riskier. So if it can move sooner, that would be great. Like if I can move before the end of January, so like let's just say January 31st seems to be a good date. I mean, there's barely any open interest over here. Like these are cheap and my kind of options over here. There's like one open interest on this. Let's see how many people we have going on. I think we have enough to get going on my end. Hey, good me. Don't worry about me. Good day to you too. Thank you for joining. Just peeking at Bitcoin for now. Just looking at a couple things. Saw a few people mention this AR one. I forget who mentioned it. Looking at this one. Alright, let me know if you guys are noticing any kind of voice problems or if anything sounds muffled or if you guys are having any issues like that so we can get that fixed up before I go way too deep into this. Let me mute my phone. And alright, let's get started. So, first things first is Bitcoin, since I do have a position on this one. I ended up grabbing a short later on. I said I wasn't going to, but I figured why not, let's give this a try. So I'm going to give this another shot on a short. We'll see if we end up making another set of new lows. Not saying that you should do this, but it's just what I decided I'm going to try. My main reasoning is because we're not really holding this up right here. Everything's still looking a little bit bearish. So we'll see for reaction on this end of things. I mean, you have space over here. Remember I said I was going to buy at 666. This isn't too far off from the BBVR on that end of things. And if I look in over here, I mean, the real focus for me right now is are we going to hold this double bottom level, or are we going to end up coming back down over here? So we'll keep. I'm going to keep watching here and see what ends up happening. If we end up popping up over here, then we'll probably have to exit out of here, but we'll see. It's just a short-term play. As of right now in Bitcoin, I am still kind of bearish. We would need some reversals on levels to see me get a little bit more bullish on it, but as of right now I don't really care for it, or if I had to answer it, I'm a little bearish on it. Let me zoom in. So we still have this top structure that we have to break over here, and that would be, we have to break this area, 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 and it looks like we're wicking again up there, so that would be another area we would need a break. So what you're telling me is that we would need basically something like this to happen, and maybe that'll happen. We'll see how the end of the year goes. If anybody was going to sell out, we'll see if they sell out tonight or tomorrow, however it works, and we'll go from there. Stock market's closed tomorrow is what I found out, so that'll be interesting. I'm glad I bought things tonight. T-Mobile's one I wanted to talk about. Look at this one. I've been talking about this one forever. Beautiful support test, keeps flying. Now, levels of resistance for me are every time I see taps over here. Those are going to be the levels. This was the level over here. Seems to have cleared out. So, looking for this one. Once this clears, we'll look for T-Mobile around here. So, technically, the target would be 80. But I would also definitely keep an eye out on this wick, as well as this structure over here. So, when we draw horizontals off them, you have a horizontal resistance up here. And then you would want to draw one over here from this line, and that conveniently meets up with this line, so I can just focus on that line altogether. So what does that tell me? That tells me, hey, when price action gets up to this area, we're going to have some struggle here for many reasons, because of these areas over here. So if price action can get through over there, then we're in the clear for a lot more moves on a little bit of a higher side. The first thing is first, this is the big block that we need to break through before I get really excited on things. I'm going to make this a little bit quicker of a stream because I do want to go out tonight. That'd be fun. Halliburton's another one I'm watching still. Looks like it's getting a little bit of a pullback, which is expected at this point. Biggest thing I want to worry about is this over here. So this is a support zone. So it's support testing over here. So this is really nice. Let me see if I can find some call flow supporting this one. Not for today. How about... XOP, Oxy. Di mentioned this one. These guys are getting out. $21 puts. These guys are getting out and taking their profit. I'm watching this guy's option stuff over here too. I had somebody ask me earlier about, they were like, what do you mean by the liquidation post I had posted? I think it's up over here. Drew commented on it. Zoran talked that we're going to have him on stream too, on Bagsy's stream shortly. So keep an eye out for that one. We're still in works with schedules, but he had mentioned on here basically saying when Bitcoin is range bound, price movement is mostly driven by the liquidation of over leveraged retail traders. There is alpha in that, yet nobody talks about it. And I responded, don't keep your stops in liquidation zones if you are over leveraged. Also, that's why I pick weird leverage things like 7.7. I can add margin to reduce risk. So if we do attack over leveraged traders, normally like 10 times or more, I can normally manage. No one's going to hunt 5 times traders, normally, in my opinion. So let's just say you are doing riskier plays and you aren't playing with stops, and your stops are basically your liquidations. Yeah, that's bad risk management, but sometimes you have extra capital and you're willing to do over leveraged trades. For me, anything over 3 times is getting out of the comfort zone of any kind of leverage. I'll push it to 5 times. I do my 7.7 because that's when I'm actually sitting down and focusing on it more. But anything that's like anything else would be typically I like to stay under 3 times just to be safe. When you have a bigger account balance, like you have issues with, yeah, I just don't like risking too much. I'm not gonna do a big play on anything for no reason. So back to what my point is on this one. So what I've noticed is that if you look at the liquidation zones for like higher leverage plays, you can actually chart them all down on your thing on the charts, and you can decide from there, hey, is the price how's the liquidation looking out on this price? So let's just say I am doing a long, and I typically, so why I'm doing the 3 times leverage, let's just say I do a short over here, and it's a short size leverage. My liquidation's probably going to be all the way up here. So for me to think a short, if I'm doing a long-term short, if that's going to get liquidated like within the next couple hours or next week or 2, I mean, that's going to be very highly unlikely. But when I'm doing like a 50 times leverage trade, you're seeing like where the levels are like all the way up over here. So now there's still a slight chance because you have all these circles I have drawn and your liquidation is all underneath those circles. So there's always a slight chance that you could get liquidated in those zones if you don't have any sort of stops or if you're doing like those insane trades. Let me give another better example. Okay, let's say I'm doing a higher leverage trade over here and I'm like, hey, I want to do a long trade, but I don't want to do any kind of stops because I think this is the bottom. So here's how I would do this. Long position, go ahead and market buy. Now my liquidation, I'm going to do it accordingly to this over here. So this is where you would typically put your stop over here, but now you want to put your liquidation over here as well. I mean, I would probably extend it more though. So I'd be looking for how much can I leverage to where 69 is my lick, and I can still leverage up that high to where that's my liquidation and we'll still be good to go. So you're using up all your leverage, you're doing that, but you're avoiding the stop zones. Obviously there's more to it than, hey, I'm going to be blocking out this zone. When you're doing a high leverage trade like that, For me personally, it's something like this. I see the bottom over here, so I took this trade over here. This was an overextended section over here. I was like, you know what? I'm going to short at the top. And the only time I really posted Twitter trades like this is when I am catching tops and bottoms. So something like that would have been more of a high risk for me. Like, hey, I'm going to short higher leverage than normal. Probably 25 times is one of my favorites. If I do end up trying to catch tops and bottom, I'll use up all the leverage, and as we move down, I'll quickly take profits. That's the key to one of those things for me, is taking profits if you're doing high leverage trades like that. There's no sense in putting like 100 times trade when you're doing it down over here, because then you have so many zones that you could possibly lick out in. It's like you're trading the range over here, but you're not keeping in mind of what the liquidation zones could be if somebody was doing those plays. If I was an MM on BitMEX, I'd be hunting people who are over leveraged. So if I see orders come through for, I don't know if they can see stuff like that, but I've noticed before when I used to trade and I used to have high leverage positions and I was trading in range, hey, these are the ones that would get liquidated, these ones are the ones that wouldn't. So that's why I've come up with that number for myself, where I'm comfortable with anything between 3 and 7.7. I'm comfortable with putting a decent size, like probably 2-3 Bitcoin on that, and then leveraging that to that size. So I'm fine with okay with doing that. But when it comes to like 25 times and like 50 times, 100 times, the amount's so much less. So let me check something. I wanted to see how this one's doing. So SPY. Man, this is great. I love that we pushed out over here before close, especially closing out the new year like this. Let me turn this off. Popped right out. Beautiful. Didn't really break through. Just ended up. So what would have made this more bullish would have been if this would have broke this level over here. This level's confluent with this, so if you can break this structure, and we'll even put this up over here. For me, the market, since the market's closed tomorrow, and my experience with any day in the past whole year, anytime the market has like a weird day and it's like off a day or something, it always ends up pumping up red. Pumping up green. So typically I end up being pretty bullish the following day after. Looking at tech stocks, a lot of them started pushing out near the end of the day. So as soon as SPY started reversing, you have Intel that was starting to reverse. So I'm really trying to find the ones that have strength and have potential to go through. Like Intel is already pushing through on highs. So this will be great for 2020. AMD's kind of just been pushing it. So we'll see if it keeps the trend. I think I posted a tweet about this one as far as what the monthly levels are on here. This is very nice for AMD. I think we're going to push through and declare more highs. I wouldn't mind trying to see how calls are for $100 on here. QCOM still getting ready. Let's see what it did at the end of the day. Price action's getting down. So this line's the big thing on that one. Microsoft. I want to check Discord and see what everybody's been talking about in there. Let's see. Alright. Options trades. So this is a channel where everybody just posts some trades. Lottos, GWP. Okay, so some dude, this guy's just nuts. He keeps track of so many things. GWPH. Pharmaceuticals, and that's not easy to keep an eye on them. January 110 CC contracts. Let's see the logic behind this. Daily time frame. Yo, gap up here. And this is off earnings. Earnings weren't that bad. December 31st, today's earnings. Ooh, so he did an earnings play. I wonder if that was in the morning. That's a huge gap. And he's aiming for 110, so he's aiming for just like a double top over here. That's how I would interpret that. So you have, I would go off the base of that. So 109.41 would be the target, and doing 110 makes sense. So that's really interesting. EWZ, February. EWZ. MSI Brazil. Oh yeah, Brazil. Don't doubt this one. This is actually a great play that he's mentioning. Weekly pushing through. So if I watch BRZU ETF, I've been watching this one forever. I've been telling you guys this is gonna break through. So there it is. So this one's been breaking through really nicely. We're seeing this push Once we get a breakthrough here, we'll see a new all-time high. We've already been having call buyers all of December, all summer long. Let's zoom out a little more. Yeah, levels as far as I'm concerned up here would be if we end up breaking through or any of those levels. So we'll see some consolidation once we break through. That would be the best scenario over here. But yeah, I mean, that's a great one for him. What else we have? Birch. Birch is another one. He's good too. SWH. Schwab. Those are short-term ones. Interesting. He's buying some weakness. Yeah, we'll see. 49 strike. Very interesting. Those are a lot more short-term that he's picking. For me, that's a little much for me. Roku Jan 10th calls. So Roku one's a pass for me too, because as far as I'm concerned, well, damn, that was a nice reversal in Roku. So we had talked about this last stream. I said that Roku's just gonna pump up and come back down, and that's like the target over here. So that's actually not a bad spot. 1, 2, 3. So those are actually not bad ones. Jan 10th calls for 135. It's just a little bit higher. And Roku calls move insanely fast. Like, there, let me see if I can pull up an example. Like, Roku in the money calls make quick money as long as the trend's been going in your favor, especially when it's going up. Just like Tesla, like that stuff just goes crazy. Let's see. Option change for weeklies for January 3rd. Let's check these in open interest. Okay. These go from $5 to $10. So at a point, these were priced out at $21. So let's just say the price does end up going back in your favor, and these things move before January. I mean, that's like such huge potentials. I mean, as of right now, they're still risky to play these. But I mean, it's just very crazy how they move like in such a short amount of time period. Like, look, this is from the 16th. They were down at $5, and then within no time, we're up at $10, hitting up nearly at $15. That's a big change right there. Let me see what Mr. Dime's doing if he's around. I will see if he wants to come on and hang out for a few minutes before. Message. Hey, does anybody else have any tickers that they want me to check? TSN's coming back around. Nice volume chunk over here. What's up with this? Oh yeah, Tyson Foods was the one I was talking about you guys last week as well. This is a nice one. I'm looking for highs on this. Let's check if there's cheddar flow over here. TSN. Let's see if they bought last week. So yeah, you have call buyers. So these are interesting. They're a little expensive though. Let me check them out. The price. TSN. $4.17. $2.57 strike. Wait. Really? No. Strike, where is it? Oh, $95 strike. $95 strike. Wait, how did they buy? Okay, so they bought at 370. Alright, let's see. We got these. Look at the volatility on these. Oof. Actually, that's not the best on the basic chart. So they're going from $2.75 to $4. This person bought right around here. Let's check a little bit more range, 2 months. $1.50. Wow, these popped all the way from $1.50 to $5. And they had a volume spike over here around $3. So these guys are buying $3.70 price calls at the spot price of $91.54. So they are at a loss, but they bought a lot higher up here. Let's see, zoom in. Yeah, they bought 91.54, so they bought somewhere up around here. Price dumped, but it's been coming back up. Wait, what's the date? I'm like 91.54. I don't even know how. So they must have recently bought. What's the time period? Okay, so they bought in the afternoon. That's why I'm not seeing it, right? You gotta zoom in more. Yo, Happy New Year, Bagsy. What are you doing, man? You doing anything exciting? Oh man, I was asking everybody if there was anything on Reverb. Hold on. You wanna hop on stream with me? What are you doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna be on for much longer. I'm gonna call you off of Discord. Oh, send link. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you off Discord. Yo. Hey man. Can you guys hear Bagsy? I wonder. Yeah, nobody told me about the reverb. I don't know why it keeps doing that either. So
that sounds like there's 4 of you, bro.
Oh man.
It's even worse. Ah shit, but I just want to wish you Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to everyone in chat. And yeah man. Best of luck. Ace biggest streamer in the world.
Nah, everybody was like, I figured, you know what, I'm bored right now before I go out. Might as well get on stream and see what's everybody doing. Seems like there's not many people around right now.
Yeah, it's very kind of you. Very nice donation.
You got any plans for tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to something, I don't know, some New Year's celebration bullshit. I'm just gonna drink with some friends. It's gonna be cool. What about you, man?
Yeah, I think about going out to the bar for a little bit.
Nice. What's your drink of choice?
Anything dark is cool. If I'm going to the bar, just like Stoli vodka, Red Bull vodka, or if I'm getting fancy, Grey Goose and vodka, or whiskey and cokes.
You can put some of those profits to some Grey Goose.
They don't accept Bitcoin.
Probably kick you out. Like, hey, do you accept Litecoin?
How's your trade been going? I was asking you about that earlier. That's good, man.
Yeah, so last night I had a short film. My entry was something like 72.60. I ended up closing it out at 72, I think 20.
Mm-hmm.
That was after that 1 hour wick that was bought up pretty quickly, and I set some asks above around 72.80 and higher up, but I only got filled for a quarter position, so it's good. But turns out I filled less than I was before, so
No.
Good or not, but yeah, it's all right. I'm on the right side of it for now.
Yeah.
I got stopped out of Bitcoin Cash though. I fucking knew they were gonna take out the highest. So stupid. Like, God. Man, anyways, that would have been such a mistake. You have no idea.
Yeah, it happens. Shit, at least you're making money anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying, bro. Fucking trying.
Yo, Porky. Yeah, I can check that for you.
Yo.
Yeah, let's get you to check that too.
Yo,
Stock lands for Bagsy.
It's
AR.
AR.
I think.
Saber Resources?
Yep.
Sauce. Okay, let's see on the weekly. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this shit's gonna run. Yeah, I like huge bullish divergences on the weekly. CCI volume picked up. Like, great. You never know. You might see some type of double bottom or something, or maybe like a Head and Shoulders type, inverse Head and Shoulders. Sorry, at $2.40. So could see a pullback into there, but overall, I mean, I think it's gonna fully not retrace, but go the other way. That's what you guys come here for, the real technical.
Are you still hearing a reverb?
No, we're perfect now.
Okay, I think I figured out what's going on. It was like had two of my speakers going on through there.
Hold up, let me make a quick post.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm naked, so don't bring the coffee thing up, okay? Thanks, man.
He's called her thanks, man.
I said, oh, fam.
Oh,
Man.
I'm naked.
Thanks, man.
You guys heard that? Bagsy streaming naked.
Yeah, please. Hold up. Let me mute myself one second.
He's like, let me go give it to her.
All right. Okay.
He said if you look at the MAs, it's a beautiful shitcoin. Let me see. I have MAs on here, but I have
Silver is a beautiful shitcoin. Wow. Huh. Was that a gap on the? No, that filled. Never mind. I'm looking at SLV right now on the weekly. On the 3 days. Sorry.
What are you looking at for what coin?
Just silver.
Oh yeah, silver. Yeah, let's talk metals. I actually was a little bit bearish on silver. We are failing to break a zone on silver, and we're definitely failing to break a zone on gold. Well, gold actually. Let's see. Well, gold looks like it did a little bit better. Why is my dog?
It also silver filled the gap at 1679, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a correction here. Man, it just created a bunch of gaps beneath it. Fucking gaps. Yeah, and speaking of gaps, I think the CME gap was filled yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like the full one on all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, and Quant Fiction put out a really cool analysis of gaps. You know, like what percentages of them fill, how long does it take, yada yada yada, statistical advantages. I'll post it in the chat right now. I think you guys should read it. You have a chance. Let's see. I posted it in chat. If you.
Oh.
Yeah.
What chat?
Twitch.
Why didn't I see it pop up? Yeah, I didn't see it pop up.
Here I'll just.
Yeah, why is it coming up as like X1?
Here, I'll go on Discord.
Nightbot banned you. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, what happened with GME? Oh, dude, that. Oh my god. That's funny.
What happened to it?
We never got that entry on GME. Look at this.
Where's your chart?
Hold on. Discord in 3, 2, 1. This is from a while back, though. This is from October that I touched that. Never got that pulled back.
Do you know what our plays are for the R options trade? I know you have it written down because I made you write it down.
You made me do it, bro. Hold up.
Yeah, Dust getting some action.
Dusk. Nice.
Dust.
Oh, dust. No one puts the dust. No one puts dust. Okay, it was buy low puts. LOW.
They're probably not doing too good right now.
Yeah, low puts 600 for 100. 600 times 100.
Well,
January
hang
17th
on a second.
expiry.
January what expiry?
19th.
Ooh.
Oof, this is gonna all be a tight one.
I mean, it could have made us money yesterday. Today it might have been wrecked, but let me just check them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Low. Options chain.
Yeah, let's see.
I think we should be up, if I'm not mistaken. What was the January 17th?
Yes.
What was the strike?
It's
$100.
100.
Okay. Holy shit. No way. Those are. Hold on. I'm on the wrong side. $100.
Yeah, it said 600 times 100 and 15.6k cost.
And how much were the price?
I just wrote 600 times 100. So I guess 600 contracts times 100, which is the price.
Times. I wonder if it was $1. Do you remember when we wrote that down?
This was November 27th.
Yeah, we're wrecked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lowe's puts got us wrecked.
Good
Good thing we didn't put that much on that one.
I know. We still have like 60k left.
Yeah.
Or 65K.
Tons of profit left. That's funny.
Yo, Porky, where are you trading? Let me know, man.
Oh, Porky, he's your fellow Canadian man. Porky, where is it? Tell us the sauce. Where are you trading, bro? He's like, ignore.
Oh, what the fuck? Why did I put... Oh, it's so weird.
He said RBC Direct Investing. LMAO.
Oh, shit. Okay. I've done that through RBC.
It's Bagsy's GME thing.
A long time ago, man. Yeah, the entry would have never triggered, and I guess...
Yo, let's redo our calls. We'll just cut our loss there.
Let me get some. Let me go downstairs. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yo, Happy New Year. All goes love.
Yeah, Happy New Year, fam.
We are not your fams, Bagsy. I opened the TFSA. I have absolutely no idea what exactly that is, Porky, but I'm just glad that you can do options trading now. I'm looking for this Walmart short over here for this. If this doesn't hold up on this 50, I'm out. Like I'm gonna dump this one. At the very least, first target will be 116 over here for Walmart. Let me see if there's any kind of confluence over here. It's $1.25 per contract though. Man, that's the terrible part, man. Is the pricey contracts. I mean, it's not terrible. That just means that whenever you do your plays, you just got to be 100% certain that they're gonna be going in your direction. Or if you are doing like the risky ones, you're just doing like lower sizes, a lot lower, or at least factoring in that $1.25. Because when I end up opening up, because when you do lottos, that's where it sucks. Because you want to do lottos every once in a while, but they're costing you $1.50 a contract, and I'm normally buying like 10 to 100 contracts, so that could suck. Looking for a reversal on GME, see if it holds the 20. If it holds the 20, I'll be wanting to buy some calls in Starbucks. No records found for Starbucks for today. Bagsy made me bearish on Papa John's. Bagsy said that we're gonna be getting JNUG. He said that the guy is gonna be coming after people. JNUG. JNUG had a really nice move off from the 23rd, so we are now reaching 10-11 day cycle. We're reaching about 10 days here. So
What
yo, you're back.
the heck?
What the heck? What are your thoughts on JNUG? I think it's kind of topped right now.
J-Nug. Alright, that's a funny name. J-Nug.
Why? Because your name is
Miners.
J Bagsy.
It's like kind of bull bear contracts, 3x leverage.
Yeah, not only is it a tradable thing, it's super volatile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, That's a good question. I don't know. It's like today we saw, over the last 5 days we saw some considerable volume coming in. I don't know. I think we're probably going to double top, if anything. I don't think we'd pull back here. Obviously, I could be mistaken, but no, doesn't feel topped out yet.
That's good.
So if you're long on silver, you're a happy boy.
Gold people are happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like overall, just looking on the weekly, I'd bet on it going up more than down. We broke through that. What level is this? $63, $263. Bounced off of it. Like, this is looking great.
See, this is what upsets me about JNUG. So let's just say you bought JNUG on the 23rd, okay? And you bought those calls for JNUG. Where are they? So you bought them on the 23rd for about 60 cents to about $1. They're sitting at $6 and tapped out at $8 the other day. And you get 100 shares, too. So that is insane.
What's the, like, what was the percentage difference on that?
What do you mean? Like gains?
Yeah.
So it went from like $1 to $8.
Fuck.
So that's a lot of gains. Wow.
Boku gains, bro.
And like that's the thing, like I was so nervous to pull the trigger, but if I would have just even pulled the trigger like the day afterwards on the 24th, it still would have went from $3 all the way to $8. Man. Oh well. So what else is up with you, man?
I'm just stalking the tweets. Man, going through my yearly goals.
What are your yearly goals?
Fucking bullshit. A, don't be a fucking loser.
Online or an IRL?
It's more IRL. Like the online ones, it's just. I set a goal for this year. It was like 50K by today.
Followers?
Yeah, fell a bit short on that one, so I guess it might as well be 100K next year.
Let's see. Not today. You fell very short. You fell 23K short.
But then if you consider Bagsy, he has like 6.4. Technically, we're only like 16 down. But
only 16K.
Yeah, considering I was at 1K when I said it, not too bad. Not too bad. But I'm not. Jokes aside, it's more health goals, physical, financial, reading, spiritual. But I find that I just end up doing it anyways. The New Year's is just like I should write this in a book, even though I know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
It's like New Year's is going to be the thing that's going to get you to do something for yourself. It's got to be already inside. Yo, Porky, you have any goals for this year? You gonna work for Alameda?
Yeah, Porky, you're gonna be We're gonna change your name to Porky Alameda. Proof of Alameda.
Yeah. What about you, man? Is it? Do you do that? Write goals down and all that shit?
No, not really. I kind of like this year. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my stuff ahead of time. So I started I started early. This year, I guess if I had a goal of what it was going to be, it'd be work 10 times harder than I did last year. That'd be probably my only real goal. So, trying to grind and make some more money and take some more vacations. Definitely have to take a vacation this year. I'm really upset I didn't get to spend more time at the beach. So,
is it far?
no, beaches are pretty close around here. I'm trying to get like a nice beach, one that like the water's like clear and I can actually see my hand underneath and not like pull it out and my hand changes into like a claw. We don't have the best water around here.
Fucking 3 dicks.
Come out like, oh shit, guys. We have some good news and some bad news.
Here, check your Discord.
Yeah.
I put it on the monthly. It's your directional JNUG. You see what the CCI did on the monthly? Okay, so not that picture, the one after that. Yeah.
Wait, which one?
You see how the CCI...
Hold on. Which picture?
Yeah, that one. The one you're
okay.
just on.
Oh, we were lagged.
Oh, okay. So the orange and... Yeah.
Okay.
So you see how the CCI grinds up?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not as slow. That's what I was talking about the stochastic whenever you see that type of, like, strong, I guess you call it, impulse. Typically precedes a much larger move. That's why on a macro I think this could keep running. Like just looking at it, the volume, everything. I don't know. I'd be much more comfortable longing than looking for shorts.
Yeah, I'm not really looking to short it at all, personally. I'm just a little bit nervous to play it long term in general.
Is it because of decay?
My main reasoning is, so like go to SPY. What do you think on SPY right now? And then I'll answer your question.
Ooh, I see. So if you're bullish on SPY, then no.
Yeah, I'm like technically bullish on the economy. So like, unless I think this whole move is happening because we either think we're gonna dump or something's gonna happen or people are nervous. Whatever it is, it's just like I missed the move. I really don't want to chase.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now we tagged though. I've had this chart for a little. Forgive the ugly format of it.
Send it through.
Oh, fuck, I sent you the same thing twice. There. Okay, so right now we're at the 1.27 extension.
Yes, that's exactly it. The 1.68. That's great. That's the target.
Yeah, you're looking for 1.618?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense then. So if you were to take, what is it called, JNUG, or JNUG, let's say it keeps running, then probably see some type of high or low, but maybe in the $58 region. Like one last retest of that monthly pivot.
That's really interesting with your SPY, because you've had that pulled up for a while. I remember when you did it with me.
Yeah. I remember.
So yeah, that's really cool how we like are bouncing off and we're holding each level really strong. That's why it's like I feel like we're just at this point, since we're closing out the year so strong. Why reset the year now? Why reset the year downwards? Let's just reset it upwards.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so like that's what I'm looking at for that now, I guess.
Plus, like, I know if I would have told you, like, earlier, if I did do that JNUG play, yo, Bagsy, I'm up, like, 800%, man. You'd be like, yo, not a bad time to take profit, man. What you always say to me.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm also looking at. I'm like, well, anybody who did buy on the 23rd is now sitting up, like, almost 800% up. So it's like, do I really want to chase into those guys or wait until their premiums get burned? So that's another way I'm looking at it. But yeah, man, that's awesome.
Big money. Imagine a macro move up to $670.
For which one?
JNUG.
$670.
Or like $659, whatever the fuck. $665.
Well, shit.
We'll see.
I think people would be rich. But then, what would you think? Like because this is all based off gold anyway.
Mhm.
Well, what do you think of the ticker gold?
I hope I think the same thing. Wow. Fuck. Gold's having one hell of a. Yeah, Peter Schiff must be orgasm.
He's like, yes, measured moves.
Yeah, man.
He's
Honestly, it looks really bullish at the moment. And we're consolidating beneath.
Can you bless us with the chart?
Sure. I got you. I mean, pretty. Here. I think that.
That's the
I don't
flip
know,
I'm waiting for.
It's just consolidation beneath resistance. I mean, that second monthly candle should have broken it. I think. I don't think we would have stayed like this that long, otherwise. But
Very nice.
you know.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see that. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, another thing that's happening is that conveniently, a lot of these options expirations are on the 17th. And now Trump has just signed a thing where he's going to be meeting with China on the 15th and finally signing this deal together. So it's just funny that, like, these timings are all meeting up.
Very fair. It's gonna be an interesting year, man.
Yeah, man.
So the recession in at the 1.618.
Yeah, we'll hit that dump just like Tesla. What are your thoughts on Tesla?
Oh, dude. Hold up.
That's another one that everybody's been trading, making a killing off of. Like, the fact that it's shorted and went down, like, that's one that I'm already up, like, 200% on. So I'm really excited about that one.
What was your entry?
Well, I did options up at the top, and, like, then it ended up pump.
435?
It was, like, a little 427, but then it ended up pumping up a little bit. But now it came way back down.
Yeah. I mean, that was it. So far, it's shit. I wouldn't want to fade the trend here, but
Yeah, me neither. I'm a little nervous because there's people buying in for $500 strikes still.
yeah. At the same time, that gap up down to $250. I'm sure everyone's looking at that shit. Fucking salivating.
Yeah, they're just waiting to fund Tesla again. Like, up, Elon did it.
At the moment, I'm torn. I can see why you did it.
Yeah, I kind of just memed it. I was like, well, it hit 420, so that's that. Everybody wanted 420, so we're gonna short it.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't short it yet, but fuck, man, I got no idea. God bless Tesla. God bless Elon.
XXX
We already have like 3 impulse waves up.
The very last one I have for you is Oxy. That's one I'm in personally, and
Oxy.
I thought that's been doing really nice because it had a nice breakout, out of falling wedge breakout.
Ooh, dude.
Same with XOP.
Yeah, it hasn't had this much strength since
Forever.
last year. Yeah.
So I'm really
Exactly
excited
a
about
year
this. I bought in right when it was underneath resistance on the 50, and it's been going since.
Last December it pumped as well, all the way into March.
So this is like the oil and gas production thing. So I guess since it's like energy and oil and things are probably starting to get cold and more oil things. I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't know any fundamentals on this.
Well, I mean, it just broke out from that trend line resistance it's been grinding against for like a decade. This looks really good. Have you drawn that?
Now that we can share that.
Yeah, sure. Just 1 sec. It's not perfect, but you guys will get the idea.
That's the point.
I'm sure everyone's looking at this shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where would you put your targets if you had some?
Probably the most recent lower high.
Nice. Yeah, my strikes are $45.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well,
Oxy's
I
pretty
think.
close to the 100 day, so watch out. Yo, Porky, DM me the chart for that, and I'll post it up here.
There's also a gap at, where is this?
Oh no.
$50.
Oof, thank God, you set a
yes.
gap up at the top.
Yeah, so you see the second lower high. So the second the
Right up here.
second touch. Yeah.
Let me know when you DM that to me, Porky. I'll pull it up. That's really cool. I like your new color scheme you got going on here.
Thanks, bro.
The orange and stuff. You should toss a little bit of orange onto your regular mask.
Ooh.
Because then you can make it look, because it's like the carbon fibers, and then you'll make your mask look like McLaren. Hit up McLaren for the sponsorship. Be like, yo.
Interesting. It's not a bad idea. What kind of, like what material could I use for that?
Wait, what am I doing, McLaren? Oh, like paint for that?
Oh, paint.
You could do car paint.
Car paint. I'm gonna die.
Breathing in fumes. What's your thoughts on Bitcoin right here? Oh, he sent it. Alright, let me pull up Porky. Gotta make sure I don't pull up my DMs. Where did you send it to me, Porky? On Instagram? No, he sent it to me over here. Alright.
If I had to throw a
Oh,
dart-
yeah, it is reaching this. Yikes. 99 MA. So, might be that time to take profit. Plus, like, there's an extension with all these candles going upwards. Ooh, good looks, Porky. That's very good to look at. But then, see, the other thing is the blue line meets in confluence with what Bagsy was saying with the gap. Because if I look at the gap up here, let's just say this is just consolidation underneath resistance. The pop would lead us around 50 anyway, especially if it starts bending.
Mhm.
Interesting. Very cool.
Very nice. Mm,
Anything else for anybody?
for the homies.
For the homies? You guys got anything for us before we wrap things up? Anything exciting?
Yeah, the one position I spoke about is fucking doing great.
Which one?
ADOC. IAIDOC.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, that's what I sold my Doge for, and it pumped like 35%.
AIDOC?
Yeah, on Huobi.
Ooh, what are these lines I already had drawn on here? What is this I drew? Yeah, look at this. I wonder if I had a bag. No, I think I exited up here. Dang, I should have bought the retest.
Porky, what are the benefits of buying calls over just spot buying? He asks.
Ooh, Porky. So the benefit is that buying calls is a whole different trading than spot buying. Buying calls is options trading. So when you're buying an options contract and you're buying calls for it, you're getting so you're buying one contract which is equivalent to 100 shares. So when the price moves, your calls are going to be making more money than your spot price would be. So typically when I'm like looking at, hey, did my stock move? Like my Oxy moved about 2-3% so far since my entry, but I'm already up about 30 to 40% on my calls. So calls are basically betting in the direction of your price that you're betting on and making sure volatility is in your favor. So you get paid out more if your bet's correct. Your risk is there because you have a chance of that stuff going to zero if it's not right, or if you don't have any stops on there. So it's just a whole different type of trading than spot buying. Spot buying just alleviates the risk of, hey, that stock's yours, so you can't get like liquidated or stopped out or anything expire worthless. If the stock goes down, it's up to you if you want to sell or buy, and it's yours 100%. Options, it's not.
Great explanation.
Oh, thanks. Dang.
Dang, bro.
I'm very upset I didn't play this. I hate when I have stuff drawn and it's like good stuff and it's like Ah, man, ace.
Every fucking week, man.
But it
Every week.
actually doesn't look. It looks like it could run even more though. That's the thing. Like this daily's gonna close over this. I would just say that probably goes up to here and does something like this. Maybe goes up a little bit more, and then we'll see flag into here, and then boom.
The boom.
Well, I appreciate everybody for hopping on, Bagsy. It was a
Love you,
blast to
brother.
have you on. Thank you for randomly hopping on. Really fun.
Having me, sir. Happy New
And
Year's.
yeah, Happy New Year's, everybody. Thank you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Are we doing stream tomorrow? Or are we passing?
If I'm alive.
Yeah, if Bagsy is live, we'll stream. If not,
Yeah.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.